Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Assalamu alaikum. Hope everybody is doing well. We're going to be talking about Meta. Meta is the parent company of Facebook. You all know it's not only Facebook, it's Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and they have a ton of other companies. But I have not touched on Meta's AI platform, but let me touch on a few of those things. We get to see some of the stuff. So Meta typically is an open source platform most of the time. If you don't know it, Meta had a bunch of different things. What it means is like from Open Compute long time ago, whenever they try to do some of the stuff, they try to open source everything so that it makes it easy for people to adopt and go from there. So with that, why don't I jump in and show you a few things. If you go to Hugging Face, and Hugging Face is the place where you get to see a lot of open source tool. And if I type it Meta, and I get to see a lot of, you see Meta has a particular large language model which is called Llama, and that has been open source for everybody. And again, you can do the same thing when you go to Ollama, and we have done a bunch of different classes for Ollama and a bunch of different actually projects for Ollama. So if you remember that one, if I look at the models, and you get to see Meta's Llama models. So again, Meta has started with a bunch of different models. You get to see Meta's Orca model, Meta's Llama model, and within even Llama, they're at Llama 4 at this moment. And you get to see some of those things provides a very large data set as well. So you see that this is a 245 gigabyte worth of memory that you actually need to run it. However, it does provide you 1 million context window, and you can take text and images, but you have 10 million context window, which is the latest one, with the 17 billion parameters as well. So if you look at from that perspective, which is 67 gigabyte, 68 gig memory that you need. So basically, if you have a 128 gig laptop, you can run a very large context window oriented a large language model. This is offered by Meta for free. Hugging Face is, of course, it's open source. You can download it, run it the way that you'd like, and you get to see a lot of other things here as well. In Hugging Face, I didn't find the Llama 4. I'm gonna try to do that. Llama 4 Scout, yes. So you did, we do have it, and again, you can download it, you can run it, and you can run in the quantized model as well from Ollama. Now let's jump right into the core of Meta. Like everybody else, Meta has meta.ai, and you have to log in using your Facebook credential or your Instagram credential. So just log in to this one. Hopefully I'm logged in. Let me see if I am. Yeah. So what I can do, the interesting thing I found out, this is a really good one for images. It's not as good as Nano Banana, but very comparable. Now it can do quite a bit of stuff right now. So if you go to that plus icon, you get to see the create as well as the canvas. So we're gonna be focusing on create today. And if I go to create, okay, I gotta log in using my Facebook, continue using Facebook. Now, just so you know, I have downloaded 3 browsers. I'm using the browser Chrome right now. I have ChatGPT Atlas, as well as I do have a Perplexity Comet. So if you have not used those browsers, that gives you a tremendous amount of power. Those are agentic browsers, specifically ChatGPT Atlas, as well as Perplexity Comet. And at the same time, Chrome is getting into that one, but they're progressing towards that agentic browser platform. So here is what we can do. We can do a new chat, ask the question, what are the latest news in Bangladesh, provide the technology and career related as well as for relevant for students. Okay, so if I just ask for the regular chat window, it would actually gather all this news, and it will provide you all the references and provide those various things, again, in the news, whatever it is, or anything that you would like to search. So again, it talks about, okay, popular career options, Bachelor of Technology. They give you some of those things. They're just combining some of the stuff. There might not be a lot of news on that one. So again, you can ask these kind of questions, or let's say, I want to build the latest, most demanded SaaS application. Give me top 10 ideas with potential revenue I can make as a mobile app. Write that in a let's say in a table format. So you can ask traditional questions and you get to see all these answers. It's very good, quick, very fast, because of the fact the context window that we have. We can get some of those detailed questions. Again, it says one of the biggest one, of course, it's Meta. They might do that, but it's not influenced as such, because there is a tremendous amount of need for a social media management tool. In fact, I found out it's very hard for me to create something for social media and post it in various format and such. It's and also track of what's happening, which one actually got some traction and not. Not that I'm very into it, but this is something that I found out it's super easy to get into this kind of business. So you can see that it gives you some ideas. We're going to be making a video later on with a single prompt, or with started with 5 prompts, build a full application and such. We'll do that later on, and that should be one of the very attractive ones. So let me go back. So you can see that the text generation is pretty good. It does the research, and however, you can compare the way that you like. I just wanted to say that Meta.ai is one of the options that you have as well. So let's start a new chat. I'm gonna do some sort of create. Let's take and create an image. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that it is image. You can create video as such, and you can actually create some options, variety. I don't want any weirdness. Okay, maybe some style, or you can add more in terms of your aesthetics, in terms of your expressive component of it. Okay, so why don't we do something? Let me think. Maybe a Royal Bengal tiger. Create or Royal Bengal tiger leading a herd of various exotic animals. Okay, so just very simple. You can do that, and you get to see there would be I believe 4 images they create normally. I think on the free version of it, or your version, they typically limit 25 to 30 images, depending on type of image, what it takes to build it, number of tokens and such. So you get to see a Royal Bengal tiger. It started to put it in. It's leading the pack, leading the herd, and this is fantastic. So now what I can do, I can take one picture at a time and click on animate, and it would animate it. I'm going to show you one. So this is animating one picture. It's generated 4 out of 5. Give me 1 second. So once it does it, and I'm going to show you. So again, you can animate one at a time or all of them together. Here is the animation. It's already done. So you create one picture, and then you get a very realistic animation of that particular picture. So this essentially gives you an idea, because if you're doing iteratively, so that makes much better. So now what I can do, if you want a TikTok style, this is a TikTok style. let's say I want a 16 by 9, and I can actually go to this picture, and I can add various style, as well as I can add music, I can extend that animation, I can do a bunch of different things on this one. So again, I'm just gonna show you one more prompt. Create another picture. Let's say I will upload a picture. Let me see if I have a picture of mine. I will do this one. Okay, this is my picture. I am gonna make it a video, very simple. Talking to the students, providing inspiration. Okay, something like that. So this is a static picture, as you can see, and I will do a direct animation right now. Instead of creating the image and such, I'm just gonna do it. So where does it come into play in reality? So a lot of time we want to make an ad. I want to make something that actually shows what can be done, what is possible. The possibilities, when you can visualize, it makes much more sense. So it's very simple, as you can see, that it actually took a static picture, and I'm gonna run it. See, I'm moving. It looks pretty good actually. See, it's populating and extending the scene in the background, and it's having the gesture. So I don't know if I had the same watch. Okay, maybe I had similar watch, but I might have a different watch at that time. It gave me a black color watch, which is okay. And again, I was at a Sybase in the headquarters. I just created that particular image. So I did notice that they have an option for adding music. You can pick and choose one of the music, whatever that you like, as a background music per se. I didn't get the voice that my voice that I can produce in that one yet. I'm sure all of those things are coming. Again, if you want, you can add this music. You can have, I'm gonna see one of the music. See, based on the time of how long is the music, and I can actually pick and choose different time of the music as well, and I can apply that music. Okay, I'm just gonna, that's it. It's just a 8-second music and 8-second videos. You can extend the videos as well. You have an option to extend videos. I have tried to provide some of the backgrounds, and it didn't work out for me yet. I believe that you have to do that in image instead of videos, but it should do that one. Maybe that some of those things would be coming later on, more perfect, much better. So you get to see what we can do. Oh, okay, so this is actually building that image with that additional background. I get to see that one. I have tried that a few times. Maybe it was just simply taking a longer time, or it just didn't work at that time. So again, if you get to see that Meta.ai, Meta is another option for us, and the quality has improved so much. You can use it almost everywhere. I can download and post it in Facebook as a video. I can download here. Wow. So it did make a huge difference. Actually, it became more shiny. My face became a little bit blurry. So there may be some improvement needed, and of course you get to see all the things in the back end completely changed. So of course those things work, but it doesn't work in that, it didn't work in that particular page per se. This is the glittery portion that I actually created. It's a fur coat, cloud, or animist, a bunch of different styles that you have. You can pick and choose. So basically it gives you changing of the scene, the background, your clothes, your style, but it's the gesture in yourself is not changing, but you can see the huge difference. Sorry, give me 1 second. you can see the huge difference. It's so clear on the natural version. It's a little bit blurry. Maybe it's gonna come, yeah, it's a little blurry, and a lot of things we are missing out. So again, these things over time it would get much better. I think the first iteration provides you quite a bit of this component. So we get to do a bunch of different things. We're gonna try out with building a code and such. So with that, I'm gonna finish up today. Again, Meta.ai, it's really another amazing tool. They are going open source. I know they're in the news for hiring, and some people are leaving that organization on the AI side of the Meta. But again, this is gonna happen. This is the time of turbulence, but this is the time of opportunity as well. Make something positive and help everybody else out, because this is the time you can really shine. Again, thank you very much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Assalamu alaikum.